What's going on, everybody? It's ETA Prime back here again. Today we're going to be taking a look at Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered running on the Steam Deck. Now what I've got here is the Steam Deck OLED, and for the past couple days since this released, I've been kind of playing through it, checking out what kind of settings we could run this at. And with this video, hopefully I can give you an idea of how well it performs. I'm also going to go over the settings that I personally use with this game. Personally, I do think that some more optimizations could be had to make it run a bit better on the Steam Deck itself from the developers, and at the time I'm making this video, it's not Steam Deck verified. But if you've got the original, you can upgrade to this for $10, and I'd say right now, upgrading specifically for the Steam Deck really wouldn't be worth it, because, you know, I did play through the original non-remastered version on the Steam Deck, had a really good time with it. But if you've got the game and you've got a more powerful PC, the game does look so much better if you can jack those settings up. Either way, I wanted to make this video to give you an idea of how well it runs on the Steam Deck. So what I'm going to do here is just connect to my game capture so we can get a better look at everything. Okay, so here we are. I'm about 3 hours into the game right now, and overall, I mean, it's not been bad, but we are kind of shooting for 30 FPS, just like a lot of newer games on the Steam Deck. On the built-in screen, looking really good. Right now I've got this plugged into a game capture. Kind of wanted to scale it down a bit to give you an idea of how clean it does look on the screen. Obviously, when this is stretched out on a big screen at 720p or 800, it's not going to look as good. But with this OLED here, or even the LCD Steam Deck, it's actually a pretty decent picture with the right settings. And I wanted to show you here exactly what I'm using. So from the menu, we're going to go to Settings, Display. With my game capture, 720p, but on the Steam Deck screen, I'm at 800. FSR3, upscale, quality. We can get more out of it if we go to balanced or performance, but in my opinion, it just doesn't look good enough. And this game does have frame generation, but I'll tell you, on the Steam Deck, I'm not seeing great performance. I actually had a few crashes with frame generation enabled, trying to take this up to 60. From graphics, we're at low, but I have been experimenting with it. Now, if you wanted to go to, let's say, medium, we'd have to turn the filtering down to 4. Shadow quality can stay at medium. With occlusion, I usually disable this when I'm using the medium preset. Hair quality low, terrain quality medium, cloud quality medium. And finally, depth of field. I personally just don't like it. That's going to be really up to you. With it set up like this, it's not all that bad, but to tell you the truth, I don't notice much of a difference with these settings here versus the low settings. So that's exactly what I've been going with. So basically, display, either 800 or 720, FSR3, quality, and we're going to go to low settings here. Now this way, we get a pretty steady 30. Every once in a while, you will see it drop down. If that frame counter isn't on screen, it's not something you're going to notice much. And it would be really nice to be able to go up to 45 with this or even 60, but we are working with the Steam Deck's APU here. And while we're here, I figured I'd give you about 40 seconds of just gameplay. I do want to come back in just a second and run the in-game benchmark because we do have that built in. I wanted to show you two different things there.
I wonder if I can get in there without alerting all those soldiers.
It was as inevitable as sunset.
Moving over to the in-game benchmark, using the same settings that I personally use in-game. So we've got those low settings, FSR is set to balanced, but I don't have it locked at 30 FPS. I wanted to see how high it would go through the benchmark, just to kind of give you an idea there. And with those settings, we got an average of 34, maximum of 71, and you can see that minimum did drop down to 2, but that's just kind of initially loading into the game. Another thing we have is frame generation. But like I mentioned, I was running into the game crashing with it enabled. I was able to make it through the benchmark, and right now we're at very low with frame generation on. We averaged 54. But again, it might not be stable enough to go ahead and play with it the way it is right now at the time of making this video. So yeah, overall, if you don't mind playing this at 30 FPS on the Steam Deck, it's not a horrible experience. But like I mentioned, if you're going to be upgrading to the remastered version specifically for the Steam Deck, I would personally kind of hold off for a little while until some more optimizations are had. If you're looking to upgrade and you've got a more powerful PC you can run it on along with the Steam Deck, then yeah, it definitely might be worth it. If we get any more updates specifically for the Steam Deck, like going Steam Deck verified, kind of a Steam Deck preset or something like that, I might come back to this, make another quick video. But that's it for this one. And like always, thanks for watching.